Now, I'm sure someone would call that a 3D maneuver. Hello and welcome to HobbyKing. You join us on a sunny but rather chilly and unfortunately rather windy day. That doesn't matter though, because we're here to warm everybody up with the news of a brand new release from Durafly. This is something Durafly hasn't really done before, but it's in the Tundra family now, well, the much loved Tundra family, and it is the Tundra TPX. Now, TPX, what does that stand for? Well, essentially, it's the Tundra Profile Extreme, Extravagant, whatever you want the X to be. X equals anything really, but yes, it's a EPP profile 3D fun machine, hence the TPX. Ready to fly with battery. It's around 450 to 500 grams. It is a EPP foam construction with a lot of glass fiber and carbon fiber infusion, if you like, so it's nicely reinforced exactly where it needs to be. You can probably see that already looking down the side of the fuselage with those diagonal braces and supports we have along there. Now, quickly on the spec again, this is just over a meter span, so it's 1050 millimeter span, which in old money is approximately 41 inch, the weight I've already mentioned. The motor on this is a 2212 1250 kV brushless outrunner, and it has a Aerostar 30 amp LITE, much smaller than the regular one, for Aerostar LITE speed controller. Battery wise, you can run a 4S, which you see here. I've got a bolt in here, and I think that's the 550 milliamp hour 4S. Or if you're not looking for extreme power, then you can also run a 3S. For example, I've got a 700 milliamp hour 3S there, both with the XT30 connectors. It does come with the XT30 connectors on the speed controller. Now, whilst I'm talking about batteries, I mentioned there briefly about power. Now, this is essentially a 3D profile foamy. It's extremely good at 3D, but if you want something a little more, tame in terms of power and performance, you can go on the 3S. Now, I actually really like the 3S, but I appreciate the power that I get with 4S, because on 4S you can prop hang all day long, and you've got the power to, especially when you're flying indoors, and we'll have some footage of it flying indoors because it's very suitable for indoor flying as well. It's actually nice to have the extra power when you're approaching the ceiling or the wall. You want to get out of the maneuver quickly and into the next flight maneuver. The power of the 4S really comes into play. It's very, very handy. But if you just want to stooge around and calm down the rates, because the throws on this thing are incredible, again, 3S is an option, all with the same prop, and that's the 9x4.7 prop. Now, I will talk quickly about throws whilst I'm holding it with one hand and controlling it with the other. So let's start with going high rates, look. So that's aileron. You see the wind already getting under it. I have to hold it down. That's ridiculous. Let's hold it up there so you see it. Look at that. Now, I typically, because a bit of an old man it seems, I fly on low rates like this. Now let's go on the elevator. This is a all-moving tail. If I turn it around here, can you see the mechanism there on camera? Okay, so that's an all-moving tail surface, and look at that amount of throw. Pretty much ridiculous. So you can even tone it up a little more than that. I've just toned it down for my own personal settings. We'll go on the rudder as well. There you go, maximum rudder, so you've got the maximum amount of deflection until it hits the elevator control surfaces there. I've also got Flapperons mixed in on this, which especially when you're indoor flying really, really helps. So there's a Flapperon mix as well. Speaking of mixes, if I can put that down without it blowing away, we will of course have the file tab for the orange X14 radio on the listing on the website, so you can fly with these settings that we have here. Now, I'm going to hold it because it is a little windy, as I said. In terms of assembly, what we're calling this is plug and fly, but plug and fly light, if you like, in inverted commas. So it comes out the box with all the electronics pre-installed, but there is some assembly required. But if you are a fan of EPP profile models, you'll fully understand what's expected here. In terms of out the box, the fuselage is assembled, the wing is assembled, but you will need to glue and assemble the all-moving tail, and there's a very straightforward assembly manual for that online. And then you'll need to glue the wing on, and then the wing struts, as you see here. These are these carbon rods, if you like. And then there's some additional support here, diagonal support, foam part that will need gluing on too. That's essentially it for the gluing assembly. Then it's just a case of setting up your radio. The undercarriage as well, we can't have a Tundra without big wheels. These are, again, EPP, so they're very light. And if you want to remove the undercarriage, it just removes by squeezing it, just like so. So you can, when it comes to transporting, it's maybe a little easier to remove the undercarriage, but essentially it's a one-piece model, and that just slides in there. But fitting that into the back of your car and storing it at home should prove no problem. So with my hands close to freezing, we're going to warm up inside, and then we'll come back and give you a flight demonstration. I think it will probably be Andres, our cameraman, flying, because he's just a far better 3D pilot than I. In fact, I'm not even a 3D pilot. But we'll show you the whole range. We'll show you a slow, fast, full aerobatics, and then tone it down, and we may even get a 3S flight in there as well, depending on the wind, because it continues to pick up. Anyway, catch you in a minute for the flying section. Oh, Christ. Okay, so we are out on the strip. If anything, it's even colder than it was. Definitely a little brisker. So we are freezing our bits off, as the saying goes. But even in spite of the wind, we're going to show you on 4S how it goes. Now, I'm going to fly it myself as I would fly it. I guess you call that old man or middle-aged man style now. And I'm going to hand over to a far more accomplished 3D pilot, and I guess you could call him a slightly younger man, Andres. Oh, there you go, it's waving to you in the wind. Andres behind the camera, and he's going to really put it through its paces far more than I can. Let me just tip the wing back over. It is quite light, it's 450 grams. So if it's not directly into wind on a windy day like this, you will have to manhandle it a bit, but that's fine. Pretty brisk. Yeah. Now these are my low rate settings, how I like them. Andres, low rates, there you go. Andres likes it stupid like that, which is really what it's made for. It's made. It does, but it also does not so stupid very well as well. And there's my Flapperons. Mid and then low. Anyway, it's getting cold, so I'm going to get straight into it. This is 4S. I do have a 3S in my pocket. If I remember, and if my hands aren't completely frozen, maybe we'll do a little bit of that as well. But in camera, we're going to head over, do a little switcheroo. I'll take the camera, he'll take the radio, and then maybe after that, if we're not completely frozen, we'll do a little 3S demonstration, even in the wind. Okay, so taking off with the Durafly Tundra TPX. There you go. Nicely into it.
It doesn't need much.
Now in this wind especially, it's lots of fun. That's low rates, remember. How's that looking on camera?
Very nice.
Okay, let's show you
it barely moves in the wind.
Let's show you the vertical in the wind.
There
we go, lovely. I flick into high rates just because I can. Nice. There you go, a little bit of backwards flying. Look at that. I haven't actually done a circuit yet. Let's do a circuit. Let's get the basic stuff out of the way.
It can also fly normally.
So this is about half throttle now. It is getting knocked in the wind. Andres has played with my settings a little bit. It's a little more sensitive than I would like. Let's just go full power to give you an idea. Hear the prop cavitating just a little bit there. Whee! Now, I'm sure someone would call that a 3D maneuver. I don't know what it's called, but I enjoy doing it. I'll do it again. So I go to the high rates now, go full up and then sticks forward. And what do you call that, Andres?
Tumble.
Tumble, okay. Let's see if I can get it in a knife edge. Now I am crosswind or downwind actually. Doesn't need much. See if I can maintain. Now remember, I am not an accomplished 3D or even aerobatic pilot. I'm doing rather well. That's what I like about this model. It really lets you practice your 3D and aerobatics maneuverability, or maneuver, sorry. And yeah, that's holding really, really nice. See that? Let's go up and then come out. Just show you some basics now. Get it back around in the wind, do a loop. And I have flown this indoors. I do like flying it indoors, and in a few weeks' time, in relation to when we're filming this now, We will be having an indoor event locally, and I will show you it flying, or it will be shown flying indoors. I'll fly it myself, but we'll have others fly it as well. Let's do a more traditional takeoff and landing. Just need a little bit of trim. Bring it round. It's a Tundra after all, so it's got those big wheels for a reason. Not only do they look cool, but it handles the bumps
really nice.
very well. It's very light, so it doesn't really want to land, but there we go. Now it's going to bounce and weather vane a bit. Let's start from, there we go. There you go, let's squeaking along. Now indoors, this is a lot of fun. I just do this pretty much all day long. Whee!
What, driving?
Yes, it's like a tractor. No. Right, I'm getting a bit cold, so I'm going to land. And Andres, in what's left of the pack, probably another minute or so on this 750. Or do you want to fly on the fresh pack, Andres?
Yeah, I've got a fresh pack.
Okay, so then let's show the Flapperons then. That's Flapperons in action. I've got a little bit of a mix, so it gives a little bit of down. And I'll bring it around again and go full on the flaps. That's full now on the Flapperons. I mean, you don't really see how it slows it down because it's so windy now, but it does. Look, you can see the logos really well. And we'll come up and we'll put those off. See if I can get it into a hover. Well,
the wind grabs the whole of it.
You need to start further back, right? There you go, look. I'm hovering, Pa.
Nice. Proud of you, son.
Yeah, we'll leave that for the 3D guys, which you'll see in just a second. Yeah, I love that. I guess we can show the stall. Let's bring it round. Get it into wind. I'm going to go mid-rates. And pull back, pull back.
It stalls like a shock flyer.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm getting cold now. So let's just finish up with a little more of that. A little more of this. Show you inverted as well. Nice, inverted. Doesn't need much of anything in terms of pressure on the stick. Bring it round. I'm not flying very well inverted today because my fingers are freezing. There we go.
Yeah, I might need a little break after this first flight because my fingertips are gone.
There we go. Whee! Oh no, wrong way. I'm inverted.
I thought you were going the other way as well. There you are.
Oh, I want to try that. So go up, go up, go up, go up. Again, this is just stick banging for me, but it's lots of fun. What do you call that? Who knows? But it looks cool. All right, yes, it's getting cold. It's still got probably another minute in the pack, but my fingers are numb. And I'll bring it in for a landing. Don't do. It's so light and it's so windy. On a calmer day, of course, it wouldn't do that. You sure you don't want to do the switch straight away?
No, I need to warm up.
All right. Well, look, as I'm here, let me get my 3S flight out of the way. I can manage another minute or so. So restart that flight. Yes, I know that because I've just turned the battery off. There you go. Now this is a 700 3S. You're not going to have the power, but it'll still manage just fine. See, it's quite a bigger pack by comparison. Let's just quickly get straight into it before I completely seize up. Ready? Okay, so this is 3S, same prop, everything else is the same, just the battery's changed. There you go, it's still pretty sprightly. Look at that.
I call that enough.
Yeah. So bags of options here. But I mean, I'm really liking that, even in the wind. That's fantastic. But yeah, I'm getting too cold to even talk now. Yeah, we'll go in and warm up. Let's give you a full power pass on 3S, just so you get an idea. There you go, you can definitely see the difference in power there.
What's the vertical though?
Does
you have a limiter?
Yeah, no, it's got the pull, it just doesn't have the speed. I mean, it keeps climbing, like it keeps climbing.
Nice.
But speed-wise, no, it doesn't have it. All right. You need a bit more power when you want to power out those maneuvers. Let's see if we can get a closer landing.
Nice.
There we go, that's landing. Right, I'm going inside. We'll join us in a few minutes when we do Andres' flight. Ooh. Brutal. All right, let's warm up. Okay, so it's a little windier than it was. We've done the old switcheroos. Here's me. There we go. There's Andres.
Hi guys.
So the flying's about to get better, but the camera work's about to get worse. I say that as I misalign myself on the buttons. But we're recording and we're going to give it a shot. So this is 4S, but let's see your rates, Andrew. So this is full rates now.
Left, right. As you can tell by the movement, the wind is picked up a bit.
Doing its thing. But anyway,
down.
Before we freeze to death, we'll give you a far more 3D look at this thing. Right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, call it out and we'll see if we can capture it all.
All right, there we go. Start gently. It doesn't need much.
There's a way.
Give you an idea of the roll rate.
Nice. You bring that lower and bring it round. I'll zoom out to give it some context for our dear viewers.
Just give it an idea for the snap.
Wait.
That's just fun to do.
That's snappy. Look at that. This is what I mean, where you can really, if you've got the skills, which Andrew clearly has, indoors is a lot of fun, because small spaces are not a problem. Oh, there's tears in my eyes, but from your flying, from my
the way it can change direction in the elevator is just uncanny.
All right, bring it much closer then, and then I can keep wide and give you a nice overall impression. That's looking nice. So you're happy with it, how it feels harmonized and precision and everything else, even considering
it's surprisingly neutral, because it's a what is it, a high wing.
Yep.
Which usually you'd expect it to pitch up a bit if you give it more throttle, but I haven't noticed it so far.
Let's do it nice and close and low. The crowd likes it. Obviously not moving forward very fast at the moment because of the wind. Oh, you're going to do some hovering, are you?
Well, it's not the kind of hovering I'm used to, but...
Yeah, this is the Kestrel kind of hovering. Not even a Harrier. All right.
Oh.
That's the ground. Oh, I zoomed in just enough to remove the ground from that shot. Okay, come on then.
There we go, come on. Let's get into it now.
Yeah. All right, so call out the manoeuvres, the professional names as you do them.
Well, this one's called Messing About.
Okay.
And
official name there.
That's really windy. I'm going to try to do a hover. It's going to come towards us quite fast.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, shot it a bit too far.
That's all right. Now, Andres is a perfectionist, so I know that's going to really annoy him. But I don't mind that at all. Well, as soon as you lift it up into the wind, it just acts like a sail.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll save that for the indoor. Don't worry about that. Do what you can in the wind. Maybe take it up a bit higher, show those tumbles and whatnot. And those other manoeuvres you called out before. Look at that.
Oh man, it's windy.
It's great.
The thing I'm most impressed about is just look at what you do when you start pushing the elevator. It's just, got it?
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't have it. Do that again.
Try it upright.
Yeah. What I love is how the sun really catches the high deflection angle of those surfaces. I'll zoom in a little bit there. What is it when you tumble down on your wingtip? What's that called?
Tip spin.
Go on then.
Let's give it a shot.
Give that a
crack. Get some room for the wind. Tip spin is not exactly a controlled maneuver, so you're just going to blow in the wind.
Oh, nice. Well, it looks great and it sounds great, but also horrific at the same time. So what else would you like to do on this in these conditions, Andres? Other than freeze to death? Sorry, you're concentrating.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's nice.
I'm already 40 plus, so it does take all my concentration, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to zoom in just a little bit there. Don't put it in knife edge, you can do knife edge better than I. Although it is, yeah, it's really like putting a sail to the wind in these conditions.
It does it though. You have so much authority on the control surfaces.
Yeah, big surfaces. Oh, there you go. Look, it's holding surprisingly well considering the conditions there. She comes close by. Zoom out a bit there. And of course, whilst he's far away, I remind you that we will have the settings for this on the web copy. So you can fly with these settings if you have a X14 or other FrSky compatible radios. Look at that. Lovely. Really nice colour differentiation between the top and bottom. A lot more red on the top. As he brings it around, you'll see that, I think.
I'm running out of power here.
Okay, well, I will remind you, you are flying on the smaller capacity pack. I didn't tell you that. Oh, I took a tumble. I didn't tell Andres that I actually fitted a smaller pack there.
I like it, the weight-wise though.
So let's do the old switcheroo. You put that on safety. Throttle cut on.
Throttle cut. There we go. Look at that.
What's the timer there on the radio?
Time on the radio has 2:39. It says.
Oh no, I didn't reset that before the previous flight.
Right.
So you're looking. This is on a 550. It's very, very cold now. It must be about -5 degrees, and even then it was performing rather well. So yes, the Tundra TPX profile model, EPP, plug and fly light. Like I said at the beginning of the video, all the electronics pre-installed. There is some gluing assembly, but if you do take your time in the evening, you have that together. Indoor, it's also very, very nice, or outdoor, even when it's windy, but especially when it's calmer. You guys can see how much potential it's got. We will show you some indoor flying a little later after this video drops, so you get an idea of how it flies in zero wind, of course. It's a great indoor, it's a great outdoor. It's an all-round, very, very, very nice shocky, as I guess you'd call them, profile 3D model. So check out the link below this video. You'll see it on the store, and there'll be suggestions for batteries and stuff as well. I am running out of the ability to talk because it's so cold. Andres, thank you very, very much. And we'll see you next time when hopefully it's much, much warmer. All right, ta-ta. Let's go home, it's cold.